Hello, in this video, my group will share about our result in discussing and translating a text, and we will explain more about its translation procedures. And first, my friends will read the text first, and then I am Gita Wulanisyah Putri will explain the translation procedures that we use.
Okay, I'm Kayla. In here I want to show you the original text in Bahasa. This is the original text, and then this is the we have translated into English, and this is a translation. Computer can do elaborate tasks in all science field. Computer can solve problem or arrange thousands of separate facts. These machines can be used for various needs. For example, it can give information on which is the best route to avoid traffic accident. Computer can count how many times a word is used in a book. Because computers work meticulously and at high speed, they save researchers a lot of time. The whole process by which the machine can be used to work we call automation.
So now I will explain about the translation procedures that we use. So we use the direct translation in this translation process because we translate the text directly from the source language to the target language without changing the structure of the text. So we can see that the word order of the target language is still suitable with the source language, and the words are instantly changed, so we don't paraphrase it, but we just translate it directly. And then there are several methods of direct translation that we use in this translation process. The first is borrowing. We use the word that come from the source language without changing the words. And then second, calque. It means that the translation we do use the words that have been translated into the target language. And then the third, literal. It means that we use word-to-word translation, or we are changing the every word according to the target language for convey the meaning. And the example of each method will explained by my friends Andrea, Kayla, and Vincentia, Sekar, Arum. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Vincentia, Sekar, Arum, and I will be explaining the example of the direct translation procedure in this text. So we can see here, I already present the source language, the sentence, and there is the target language, which is computer can do elaborate tasks in all science field. So we can see here, I break down each word and categorize them under the direct translation category. So there are following literal translation and calque. Many of them are literal translation. Let's start from the explanation why I choose each category. So the first word computer I choose borrowing because it involves naturalization of the vocabulary from source language to target language. The process includes appropriating the pronunciation into target language, and we can see here that computer and computer have a few similarity in spelling. The next words are can, to, elaborate, task, in, and all. So we can see here I included into literal translation because we can see here that from the target language result, it involves word-to-word translation, which means each word of source language is translated literally. For example, can is dapat and mengerjakan do and pekerjaan is task and elaborate yang sangat rumit and in yang berarti dalam and all is semua. And next is calc. So we can see here the reason I categorize science field as calc is because we can see here this is a noun phrase, and in direct translation we transfer the same structure from source language bidang pengetahuan into target language science field. That's all from me. Another explanation of the example will be explained by my friend Andrea. Thank you.
In the next example, we have the search language. Karena komputer bekerja dengan cermat dan dengan kecepatan tinggi, komputer menghemat waktu banyak sekali bagi para peneliti. In the target language, because computers work meticulously and at high speed, they save researchers a lot of time. In here, we have analyzed a translation procedure, and the first word is because. Because is a literal translation. Why? Why is it literal? Because to interpret it by interpreting word by word in the source language sentence and adjusting it to the rules of the target language. For the next word is computers. Computers in here is borrowing. More precisely is naturalist borrowing. Why it is naturalist borrowing? Because naturalist borrowing is a technique takes words from the target language, but by adjusting the sound, writing, or pronunciation of words in the target language. In here is computers. Computers is in English, in Bahasa is computer. This is different from the pronunciation and from the word C and K. Computer and computers is different. And then for the next word is work. Work in here is literal. Meticulously is literal. And then and at it is a literal. At is literal. High speed is calcu. Why is it calcu? Because we translated from source language into the target language by adjusting the structure of the target language. High speed, kecepatan tinggi. Then for the next word is they. They in here is literal. Save is literal. Researchers is a calcu, para ahli. A lot of time is a calcu.